Today we need to discuss about the interview questions. Okay, let's. Are you able to see my screen, right? Okay, so these are the interview questions for Power Apps. It is like what type of questions it will comes and everything. Okay, let's discuss one by one. See, what are the main components in Power BI? This is the question it will comes. Okay, whenever this question will comes, you have to say like a gallery. See, that means in the Canvas app. So you are using gallery and cards and drop down and controls properties for each and every element. There is a different properties will be there, functions, and you are taking a different screens also in the Canvas app, right? So these are all we can call it as components of the Power Apps. Okay. What are the components of Power Apps means? These are the gallery, screen, card, control, and properties, functions. All this we can call it as like components. Okay. If anyone is asking what are the components are available in Power Apps means these are the things. Okay. Next one is list of Power Apps features. Like see, so what are the features of Power Apps? If anyone is asking, that means you can you can store the data. Okay. You you can store the data in in Power Apps by using CDS, Common Data Service. Common Data Service, nothing but it is a storing the data. It is a storing the data in under the tables. You can store the data, right? Whatever data you have, either in the local system or you connect with a different data source, and you are loading those data into the Power Apps, right? Those storing we can call it as Common Data Service, CDS. Okay. So by using CDS, we can store the data. Okay. By using CDS, we can store the data and we can connect with multiple connectors. Okay. Multiple connectors means like you can connect in the Canvas app, you are connecting with OneDrive, you are connecting with you are connecting with a local Excel or something, anything you can connect with a different data source, right? There are 200 of data sources are available. All the data sources you can easily connect with that one, and you can load the data and create an application. Okay. So and one more thing is Power App. It is a drag and drop design. It is a drag and drop application. Just you have to drag and drop whichever element is required. In that particular element, what data you want to show it. Just you have to load the data. That's it. Okay. That is the main features in Power Apps. It is. Understand? Next one is what are the benefits of using Power App? Okay. Why we need to use Power Apps? Okay. That means Power Apps allows you user to create an applications very quickly. Like in Canvas app, if you use a default Canvas app, how much time it has to be created in a Canvas default app application? It's 1 minute. Okay. By using that, you can create an application. Within a minute, you can create an application in Canvas blank. In modeled in Canvas, in Canvas blank app also, it's very fast. You can create an application like whatever things are required, you can load it into that particular one. All the things you can create easily applications in the Power Apps. Not only this one, in the model driven app also, we can create forms and everything within at very fast way. You can create it. In portal app also, portal app means creating a websites, right? So by creating a websites also, we can easily create it, right? Okay. So that is the benefits of the Power Apps. Okay. We can create an applications very quickly. Okay. And users can create an applications, the app Power App design and interface without having So even though we can create an application, even though some coding language, if someone doesn't have any coding language, okay, even though we can create an applications in Power Apps, okay, that is, see, these are all whatever Power Platform related is, Power Platform related, all are no coding part will be there in this one, okay. Okay, there is no coding part. Just we are using functions into that one. That's it. Not only Power BI, Power Apps also drag and drop application only. And by writing some by writing some functions, we can make the things as a dynamic. Okay, even in Power Automate also doing the same thing. Just a drag and drop applications. Okay. Okay. So no need of writing a single line of coding into that particular one. Okay, because for creating an application we required some writing some coding, then only application will be generated. But here in Power Apps it is not like that. If you want to create an application, just a drag and drop and create an application very easy. Understand? And you can connect with many of the data source. Okay, so you will when you connect with any of the data source, click on the SharePoint, it will go to the connections tab and click on new connection. When you click on new connection, there are hundreds of data source, 200 plus data sources are available. Okay, so you can easily connect it by giving a credentials, and with that, after giving a credential, the data will be loaded into Power Apps. And with that, how the app will be created, you just need to drag and drop the different elements and load the data into that particular one. This is what we can do it, right? That's it. Okay, for creating an application, just and what data is available with the data, how you can represent it, you can represent it, and that's it. No need of writing a single line of coding into that particular. But for other applications, it is not like that. Okay. Suppose if you are using .NET or a Java, if you want to create loading the data also, you need to write some coding. And creating some application also, you need to write some coding. Understand? But here in Power Apps, it is not like. Not only in Power Apps, complete Power Platform is like that only it will be there. No coding part will be. Understand? So that's the reason who doesn't have any idea on the coding part, and who who are not interested in the coding part. Okay, this is the best platform to learn the particular skill. Understand? That means Power Platform is the best one who doesn't have any idea on the coding part, who are not interested in the coding. Okay, Power Platform is the only the best platform. Okay, and simply, and one more thing is simply development and cross platform accessibility. What is the meaning of cross platform accessibility? That means, suppose you are creating a Power Apps. Okay, in Power Apps, you are using Power BI related dashboards, and you can create Power Automate related things also in Power Apps. That means, like in one application, you can, if you want to access other application related things, if you want to use it, that we can call it as cross platform. Understand? Okay, and it is integrated with Microsoft Flow also. That means Power Automate, we can easily create the Power Automate flows in Power Apps also. That's what cross platform. That means in cross platform means in Power Apps you can create you can pull the Power BI related visuals, or you can pull like a Power Automate flows also, you can create it here. Or else sometimes if you who knows about Power BI, in Power BI also you can pull the Power Apps related things also. Okay, you can create Power Automate related. That means all this Power Platform is cross platform accessibility. Complete Power Platform is a cross platform accessibility, because if you use any application like Power BI and Power Apps, even in Power Automate also, you can pull like anything from the Power Apps, you can pull anything from the Power BI, you can pull anything from the Power Automate. Okay, like that. And it is also, and one more important point is like even if you want to use this application with very, very less cost, they are providing this. See, I'm taking a PowerApps license, and that PowerApps license is very, very less cost, like 1500 only, just 1500. See here, invoice details also it will be there. I will show you. See here, PowerApp Premium invoice, it is there. Okay. See how much cost it is. Actually, the cost is 1571, including GST and everything, 1852. With 1852, you can get the license from the Power Apps. You can use everything in the Power. Okay. In free version, only limited services only they will provide it. If you take the license one also, okay, then you will get all the features in that particular Power App. And the license is also very, very less cost. See here, 1852 rupees. That's it. Okay. If suppose if someone want to get that particular license means you can easily get it and you can use it also. Okay. With very less cost, you can understand. Next one is they will ask like what is the difference between model driven app and canvas app. Okay. See here. That means in model driven app, what is the main difference between model driven app and canvas app? In model driven app, we can restrict the data. In model driven app, we can restrict the data. But in canvas app, we cannot restrict it. Okay. In canvas app, we cannot restrict the data. But in model driven app, we can restrict it. Okay. That is the main, because in Canvas app, while we are pulling the data from the data source, we are showing all the data in the Canvas app, right? Okay. In how many records are there in that, how many records are there in that particular Canvas app? All the records it will shows in that particular Canvas app. But in model driven app, which data you want to access is those related one only you can access. Understand clearly or not? So this is what it is. That is the main difference between model driven app and canvas app. Not only this one, so like see here, like component, that means it allows to use it to create a component focused app to implement end-to-end business process. That means we can restrict it. We can restrict the data in model driven app. Okay. So by creating a forms and by applying a business rules, okay, by applying a business process, we can restrict the data. Okay. But in Canvas app, it is not like that. We cannot restrict it. There is no business process will be there. And one more important point is in model driven app, we can connect with only one data source. Okay, we can connect with only one data source. See here, in while you are creating model driven app, you are choosing like you are most of the times you can create the Dataverse related table, right? Dataverse related table only we can use it and you can create an application. Okay, but in Canvas app, in one app itself, you can connect with multiple data sources. I already show you. Like suppose you connected with OneDrive. Okay. In another screen itself, you can connect with another data source also. In another screen, you can connect with another data source. Okay. Like this, in a single app itself, you can connect with n number of data sources. Okay. But in model driven app, you can connect with only one data source, that is Dataverse. That's it. Understand clearly. Okay. And here in model driven app, there are different rules will be there. Business rules, workflows, actions, forms, and everything. We can create it. Okay, but here it is simply like how the Excel data will be there, same like that, only we can show it. Understand? And here it is version control is not supported in model driven. What is version control? That means suppose you did a modification, you want to do modification, you want to do some modifications on that particular one. Okay, you can roll back it. Okay, subsequently that means one after the other you can roll back it easily in the model driven app. Okay, but here that means in Canvas app version control is supported here. That means if you modifications can be done in a single click. Okay, that means if you click on that particular one, if you don't want to modify it, then you have to simply by taking a button uh, and after taking a button itself, and you are writing some formulas, and what you have to do, simply have to do that in that particular one, right? Whether see here submit form is there. In that submit form, what will happen? Just whatever form related things are there, you can submit it into the data source itself. Okay, and if you want to create a new record by writing some new form itself, there is a new form function is there. In the new form function, that automatically you can, that means if you want to submit anything with a single click, with a single function itself, you can do all the changes. Understand clearly that it is. Next one is, so define CDS. Why should we use them? Okay, CDS is nothing but common data. I told you, right? If you want to store the data in Power Apps, that we can call it as tables. But here in normal long in Power Apps language, we can call it as CDS, Common Data Service. Okay, so not only this one, like you can that means you can, by connecting with a different source of stores, you can connect with the different data source, and you can store the data into that particular one. Okay, that data you can easily access from any of the power platform. Okay, suppose you created a you are storing the data in Power Apps. Okay, that table, that table you can pull it into Power BI. That table we can pull it into Power Automate. That table we can pull it into Power Virtual Agent, or we can use that particular table in Power Apps. That means whatever table, whatever the data you are stored in the CDS, that data you can easily access of any Power Platform application. Power Platform application is Power Apps, Power Automate, and and Power BI. Okay, in any of these things, you can access that particular data. Okay, so who knows Power BI? So you can easily access that particular that table into in into that particular. Even in Power BI also, there is a Dataverse option is there. By using that Dataverse option, you can pull the Power Apps related table into Power. Understand clearly or not? Okay, see here. If you know Power BI, then you will understand. See here, simply open that particular Power BI. See here, in Power BI also there is an option Dataverse. Okay, when you click on this Dataverse, it is asking some credentials, and after giving credentials, see here, sign in. See here, whatever credentials you are given, with that credentials, it will directly connect to that Power Apps. In that Power Apps, what tables it is stored, those tables you can directly pull it from here itself. See here. Suppose, for example, I'm connecting with a different one. Okay, see here. Actually, there is a to that particular data. You can usually connect to that particular Dataverse, and you can load that particular table into this Power BI also. Okay, even in Power Automate also you can use it. Okay, so this is an option. In if it is using Power BI means you have to use this option Dataverse. Okay, when you work with an organization, they are providing license one, and with that license one, you can easily pull that particular Power Apps related table into this Power. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So this is what, and not in Power Automate also you can pull the Power Apps related table also. Understand? So and in Power Apps, how you can use Dataverse related table? You know it already. Okay. And in Power Apps, what type of apps you can create it? Canvas app you can create it, model driven app you can create it, portal app also we can create it. We already showed with examples also, right? Okay. And next one is, what is the difference between submit form and patch function? Okay. So the functions related one, see, very important. Okay. So these are the important functions will be there. Okay. In that one, the most important one is collection. Okay, one is collection, another one is patch function, submit form. Okay, submit in Canvas app you are using submit form. What is the use of submit form? You can just modifying the data. You need to modify the data in the data source itself, right? Okay, you are modifying the data in the data source itself. Okay, but in patch function, either you can modify it or you can create a new record. Understand? Either you can modify it or you can create a new record in the data source. But in the submit function, only we can modify it, not creating a new record. Okay, in Canvas app for creating a new record, what is that one? You are applying a new form function, right? Like that. But in patch function, simply by using a patch function, you can create it or modifying the existing. Understand? And these are the important functions in Power Apps. Okay. Add columns, like I explained it clearly, and I shared the Excel sheet to you also. Like what is the use of this table, and what is the use of this function, and what is the use, or what is the syntax for this one. Okay, what is the description, what is the purpose of this function, the description also it will be there. Okay, please go through it. If you know these functions, out of all the in that Excel, whatever it is there, out of all those functions, these are the important functions. Okay, don't worry, I will share this document, you will have idea on this one. Next one is how to create an environment in Power Apps. You know, right, how to create an environment. Okay, so simply license is see here, this one. If you want to create an environment, where you need to go, see here under the settings there is an advanced settings option will be there. Okay, we'll write it here. Admin center, not here. Okay, admin center. Under the admin center there is see, there is an environments tab is there. Under the environments tab itself, there you will see there is an option new. Okay, okay. So by clicking on the new, you have to fill the details and you can create an environment here itself. Understand clearly? No? This is how you can create an understand. And next one is what is the use of solutions, you know, right? Suppose if you want to, okay, suppose for example, if you want to move any application, okay, from one environment to another if we want to move any object from one environment to another environment. I already clearly show each and everything there itself. Okay, let's check it. And one more thing is before starting of the class, I shared the document in the Google Classroom. Please check each and every one. Okay. And last document will be there that I will share within 2 days or 3 days. Give me 3 days time. I will share the remaining document also. Okay. And see here. And in the document also, each and every point, whatever class will happen, the same thing will be represented in the document. Okay. Even if you create what is the use of solution, how you can create a solution, and what is the how you can move an object from one environment to the another environment with the screenshot, each and everything will be there. Don't worry. Okay. And I already explained to you how you can do this one also. Okay. So next one is, you know how to connect with the custom connectors. Custom, what is custom connector? If if your data source is not available in the Power Apps, okay, in the default data sources, if your data source is not available in the default data sources, then must and should you have to create a data source by using custom connector. Understand? If your data source is not available in the Power Apps, then by using custom connector only we can create a data source. Okay. By using APIs. Okay. So most of the data sources are available. Only the data, if you want to pull it from API related thing. Okay. Some other data, it will be there in some other location. Through the API, we can pull the data into our data source. Like through by using APIs only, we can create the custom connectors. I already clearly show you how we can connect with the custom. I showed you one example also. Don't worry, in the document it will be there. Understand? And even in the Power App security roles, okay. Suppose, for example, you will have like you want to give an app access to the some other people. Okay, you need to provide some security. Okay, that means you cannot give complete access to that particular person. You can give only read only. Then in the security role only we can implement it. This also I already clearly explained to you. Don't worry, in the document the same thing it will be there in the document. Understand? Next one. Difference between combo box and drop down. Okay, what is the combo box and drop down related? Okay, so both are like selecting a value zone, but in combo box you can set the values. Understand? In drop down way it will be there, you can set it whatever data you required it. By setting the data you can select that particular data also. But in drop down, the search option is not available. You cannot search that particular value and you can choose it. You have to scroll down or up and you have to choose a proper value. Then only it will be selected. Understand? But in combo box, the search option will be there. Whichever value you want it, you can type it in that particular search box. Automatically, if the value will comes, you can select that particular value. Understand? I already clearly show you what difference between combo box and dropdown. Okay, check it once. Next one is, can we use Canvas app in model driven? Yes. This I didn't explain you. I will explain you. Listen carefully. Suppose, for example, see here. Okay, what is that question? Like, can we use Canvas app in the model driven app? Yes, we can. Okay, see here. Suppose, for example, you created a model driven app, right? Suppose, for example, under the app, okay, this is a model driven app you created, right? Go to the model driven. Okay. In the model driven app, there is an option called switch to classic. In the model driven app, there is an option called switch to classic. Okay. In that, there is a forms is there, right? Okay. You have to go to the site map. Not here. One second. See, when you play the model driven app, okay, after playing a model driven app, see here, there are three dot buttons is there, right? Click on this one. Okay. You will see an option. See, from initially, I will show you. One second. X, Y, Z. I'm creating from the scratch model driven app. In that, I will show you clearly. See here, there is an edit form option is there. Click on that edit form option. Okay. See, this is an edit form. That means when you are taking any particular form itself. So in model driven app, so first you have to you have to move it so when you go to that particular model driven app, you have to go to the edit form. There is an edit form option is there. Okay, see here, simply go back and see here on the top it will shows the edit form option will be there. See here. Okay, under the form itself there is an edit form option will be there. You have to select that form name and automatically the edit form will comes, and you have to come here. Under this there is an option, three dot buttons is there. You will see an option called switch to classic. Okay, when you click on the switch to classic option, okay, so on which control you want to see that particular one? Suppose for example, okay, in in this particular in this particular box itself I want to show the canvas. Okay, you have to select this particular one and go to the change properties. Okay, whichever option is required, whichever in the form itself, you just need to, in the form itself you have to create one name, one element. Okay, that it is called as like a canvas app like that, and you have to create in the form itself. In when it comes to that particular when you use that particular form in the model driven app, that field is there, right? Canvas app related one. Okay, you have to select that particular field. Okay, after selecting that particular field, there is an option called control. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to select that particular field. See, I'm selecting this field. Okay, and go to the change properties. And after go to the change properties, there is an option called controls. Under the controls, click on add control. Okay, and here itself you can pull the canvas app, right? You need to select the canvas app. Okay, and click on add. And when you click on this one, what are the things? Like you want to see the canvas app in the web, phone or tablet. Most of the times we have to use it in canvas app in the web only. You have to select that one. Here you have to give the app name, canvas app name, as well as canvas app ID also we need to give. That means how we can give it, Vijay. Let's see. Suppose for example, okay. So what is the app name? This is a Canvas app, right? See here, this is a Canvas app. In this Canvas app, what is the name of this one? If you go to the settings, you will see the name, right? Okay. So go to this particular app. Under the app, there is a three dot buttons is there. You will see an option called settings. In this app name is there, right? Okay. You have to give this app name here itself. Okay, click on this edit button and you have to select a bind to the static value and give the app name here itself. Now you need to give the app ID also. Vijay, how we can get the app ID means, see here, there are three dot buttons is there. Click on that one. Click on details. When you click on details, when you come down, you will see an app name. This app name you need to give it. Okay, same bind to your static value. Okay, now save the application and publish it. Okay, now if you run this application, if you run this particular model driven app, now see how it will be there. Okay, go back to the form and play the application. Okay, if you click on any of this one, it will open the form. When you come down, okay, maybe it will time to reflect that particular one in this particular app. Okay, but this is the process, like how you can pull the canvas app into the model driven app. This is the process. Okay, but when immediately it is not reflected because it is a cloud, right? If whenever you are implementing anything, it will take some time to load that particular. If it is a software, immediately it will be reflected. Okay, but if you want to load the canvas app into the model driven app, this is the process you have to do. Understand clearly or not? This is how you can load the canvas app into the model driven. Vijay, I have a doubt here. Can we use model driven app into the canvas app? No, it is not possible. Very important point. Can we use Canvas app into the model driven app? Yes, you can use it. In the forms itself, you just need to on which element you want to load that particular form itself. You can select that particular one and click on change properties. Under the change properties and go to the controls. Under the controls, you can select that particular like click on add control, and in that there is an option called web option. You have to select it and give the app name as well as like a app ID must ensure. Okay, you know how to get the app name of Canvas app name and Canvas app ID, right? I showed you, right? With the same process you have to do it. Whenever you are running the model driven app, automatically the Canvas app will be shown in that particular. Understand clearly or not? But immediately it is not reflected. It will take some time to reflect that particular one. But this is the process how you can we can load the Canvas app into model driven. But model driven app cannot be pulled into Canvas app. Important point. Understand clearly or not? This is how you can do it. Understand? So these are the interview questions for Power Apps related thing. Okay, and this also I will share it in the Google Classroom today itself. And today is the last class for this Power Apps and everything. Okay, so I hope you understand each and every topic in Power Apps it is. Okay, so sometimes it is not reflected immediately because it is a cloud based environment. This is not a software. In suppose in Power BI, that is a software. That's the reason it is immediately it will be reflected. If it is a cloud based means it is saved in that particular one, getting the data and loading the data and showing the data. For that it will take some time. Okay, so that's the reason it will be maybe in that particular part only it will be delayed. Otherwise, I covered each and every topic in the in the Power Apps. It is. I hope you understand each and every topic in the Power Apps. Okay, so thanks for joining each and every one. Okay, for my classes. Okay, and anyone having any doubts you can ask me. Okay, so I will touch with in the Google Classroom itself, like if you guys having any doubts or anything, you can raise it there, and I reply to those things. Okay, and the last ending document part will be there, that I will share within 3 to 4 days. Okay, in the Google Classroom it is there. Even the class is completed also, they are not removing the Google Classroom until I confirm to those people. So don't worry about that particular. Understand? Anyone having any doubts? Okay. Thanks you. Thanks for each and everyone for joining my Power Apps class. Amar Raja, Arjit Singh, okay, Chaudhary, Hassan, Jyoti, Kalavati, Kittu, Lalli, Mastan, Manaswini, Rohit, Shiva, Sumit, Shanmukh, Sumit Singh, Monisha, Yamuna, Vanilla, Srivastav. Thanks for joining. Okay. Today is the last class for each and everyone for Power Apps related one. Okay. And recordings related thing, you need to check with okay, uh, Naresh IT team. The Naresh IT team will provide that one. Document, I will share it. Okay. Even the interview questions also, now I shared this Word document in the Google Classroom. Please check it. Okay. Anyone having any doubts? I hope you understand each and every topic in this Power Apps class itself. Okay. If you have any issues, please raise your hand so that I can unmute it and you can ask the questions. Archit, Kittu, Amar Raja, Manaswini. Anyone having any doubts? Oh, yeah, thank you. Anyone having any doubts? Okay, we can stop it here. And okay, all the best for each and every person. Okay, with this who are joining my classes like Power BI and Power Apps related, that would be very, very useful for you guys. Okay, and you can try with that one. If you have any doubts, you can directly, if you are there in Hyderabad, you can directly come to the institute, and there itself you can clear the doubts. Or if you want any mock interviews, like let me know. Like if you have interview things are there, interview is there, please come to the most of the people come to the offline. Okay, come to the institute, there itself how you can answer it. I will give some guidance in that particular one. Okay, thank you Mastan. Okay, so if any interview is scheduled means please come to the offline so that I will give some guidance how you can answer it, what type of questions will comes and everything. Okay, okay, so we can stop it here. Thanks for each and everyone once again. Bye, guys.